Introduction to CEG's application Ecology. The identity information and other personal information data that we use on the internet are usually kept on the central server of the platform, and the usage is increasing daily. Privacy leaks are increasingly frequent. How to protect the privacy of personal information is becoming a very important issue. The de-intermediate digital identity system built by the CEG will provide each user with an independent identification, CEG-ID. CEG-ID is the only permanent identity in the system namespace. Each CEG-ID will provide a private CEG key, and through CEG keys, users can easily manage their own digital access. They can set private, go public, and charging of the different types of digital access to price the digital assets of the charging model. Simply put, any information that's accessed by the third party is authorized by you. No one can obtain your information except you. In the services provided, you can choose to authorize, deny authorization, or copy authorization. All displayed contents are all under your control. Similarly, personal credit status can also do this. In addition, you can check your personal credit information at any time, but you can't modify it. And of course, no one can modify the personal information of any user. Similarly, you can authorize your credit information to a third-party service which is encrypted. Since blockchainization has effectively improved the security of user information, we advocate digitalizing the user's identity system and letting users independently control the use of their accounts to avoid third-party leaks that may cause security problems. Due to the lack of DeFi's use of credit reporting system in the market, the price fluctuation problem arising from borrowing is getting bigger and bigger. And to solve this problem, we will build a new DeFi through the construction of our own personal credit system. CEG-DeFi relies on us to establish a personal credit system and public chain, so users can obtain exclusive financial services such as credit lines based on their own credit score on CEG, and can carry low mortgage loans or unsecured loans, one for each after a complete loan process. You can also increase your own credit points, thus forming a closed loop. Moreover, CEG's credit system will open offline entities. We will introduce offline funds and financial products, and then traditional institutions will inject cash into the CEG chain to generate a certain amount of stablecoins. Using CEG's credit system as a base, make a loan or invest. Users with CEG ID can enter our exchange for trading, and according to different credit ratings, they can obtain advanced operations authority qualifications such as futures and leverage. In today's society, e-commerce platforms have changed our shopping and lifestyle. But while this industry is developing rapidly, we also find that this industry has problems in the chain management, in the data security, and market transparency. To this end, we have solved some user pain points on the application of e-commerce platform through blockchain technology. Pain point 1. Timeliness and stability of payment. We have built a distributed payment system that can receive transaction funds after a short delay by receiving token. And this payment is not restricted by the trading form. There is no deduction of handling fees or delayed collection time. This model can get rid of the restrictions of traditional platform transactions, advocate decentralized sales, C2 transactions, and no tripartite platform participation. More importantly, it can solve the extremely high cost and maintenance cost of centralized hardware due to the peak transaction period. This model is also quite attractive to e-commerce platforms. Pain point 2. Identification of the authenticity of goods. The API interface we provide allows merchants to trace the source of goods on the chain, track and monitor the entire process of the production, processing, and consumption, as to trace the whole process from production to circulation. And in order to achieve the source of supervision, it can better solve the problems of counterfeit damage and shady goods to consumers. Thirdly, users are in a CEG trusted environment and can obtain trusted merchant information, purchase information, trade information, logistics information, and sign-off information. These informations are equivalent to increased effective identification ability. After the entire platform is formed, a complete non-tamperable closed loop. The cost of counterfeiting will increase exponentially, and our users will be more than ease at shopping. Pain point 3, user privacy information security. We transfer the user-related privacy data to the outdoor of the individual business due to logistics, and the remaining data is encrypted and stored and distributed in nodes provided by CEG. There will be no loss or misappropriation, which effectively reduces the risk of personal data being misappropriated. Let the value of data truly return to the hands of the users and make consumers more at ease and trust the platform. When you use cross-border payments, you usually encounter problems such as high handling fees, cumbersome processes, long settlement cycles, and large occupied funds. As a result, in the daily use, there is a huge limitation on inflow and outflow of funds from individuals or enterprises. To solve this problem, we abandon traditional payment intermediary and transform cross-border payment into peer-to-peer behavior and improve efficiency. In essence, what we have done is connect third-party payments of the ledger of different banks from the own unified ledger and blockchain, and to achieve the function at the digital currency side and summarize the following advantages. Advantage 1, improve cross-border payment efficiency. Using CEG cross-border payment, because all participating nodes in the blockchain network jointly maintain verification information to ensure the consistency of the information. Therefore, there is no need for complex information synchronization or reconciliation in the blockchain payment, which greatly improves the cross-border payment. Efficiency eliminates the original manual proofing process to increase speed. Advantage 2, reduce cross-border payment risk. In cross-border payment of digital currency, CEG connects all nodes involved in payment settlement, jointly maintains payment transaction information, and participates in consistency check. In this way, all transaction-related parties jointly maintain transaction records and participate in the verification of transaction information, which greatly reduces the payment risk in international trade. Advantage 3, reduce transaction cost. The cost of payment processing, receiving, financial operation, and reconciliation exists in the traditional cross-border payment model. The CEG application aims to weaken the role of the intermediaries in the transaction process, improve capital liquidity, realize real-time confirmation and monitoring, and effectively reduce all aspects of the transaction, direct and indirect costs. For financial institutions, it can improve the cost structure and profitability, and for the end users, it can reduce various transaction fees, making small cross-payment services that were originally too expensive to become a reality, and therefore more inclusive value.